Today I'm going to tour homes in the hottest new construction community in Noblesville, Indiana. It is Westmoor and it's built by Pulte Homes. They sold 43 homes last year and for very good reason. Yes, they have awesome floor plans and amenity packages, and they have an unheard of 30-year fixed rate of 5.25%. 5.25%. And I'll tell you how you can get that in just a bit. But there's another reason that Westmoor blows other communities clear out of the water. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Bob with Top Choice Real Estate, bringing you the word on the street, talking Indiana real estate. If it's your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Noblesville, Indiana, or the greater Indianapolis area, then hey, hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you're notified when the next great video comes out. You'll be the first to learn where the market is headed, or hey, which great house just got a for sale sign put in its front yard. Okay, I've got a lot to share with you, but first, let's take a look at what makes this a really great setup. Just to give you an idea of how great a location this Westmoor community location is, this is a map of Noblesville. The shaded parts have been annexed, and Westmoor is clear down here in the very southwest corner. So you're a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile to Carmel, and you're just a couple hundred yards to Westfield. It is right at the southwest corner of Noblesville, and so you get to take advantage of everything that all three of those communities have to offer. So let's take it a little bit further, and you can see here's Noblesville proper. Here's where the Westmoor neighborhood is located. So from an access standpoint, Highway 31 right here is the largest north-south highway in the state, and this is just a quick little jaunt over to 31 and then down to Carmel and down into the north side of Indianapolis. Here's the Beltway. That's 465. That will take you anywhere in the greater Indianapolis area, and this is probably 15 minutes at most to get to 31 or down to 465. There's a couple different ways that you can go to get there. It's just north of 146th Street, which takes you out to a bunch of stuff on the east side of Noblesville. These roads here will take you up to either Highway 32 or 38, will bring you into Noblesville proper and everything that there is there. You can also take this gray road right down here to 116th Street and go right over here to the Carmel Arts and Design District, which has all kinds of restaurants and shopping, a little higher end stuff. Or you can run over to Fisher's. You can come down here and you can go to the Yard or the Nickel Plate District for more great restaurants. And there's all sorts of jobs all along here, as well as all kinds of shopping and restaurants in the Castleton area. Traffic is pretty minimal through this area, so you can get where you want to go very quickly. My wife drives something like 500 miles a week every week, and so she needed to be near 465 because she works all over the greater Indianapolis area. And this area really works. It's one of the reasons that we picked to live in this end of town. You're also very short distance to hospitals all up and down 31 here, or over here in downtown Noblesville, or out here on the east side. This is Morse Lake. It's one of our favorite. This is where our go-to place is on weekends. We are 10 minutes from there, so that's really great. I can pull out of the garage to haul the boat over there, put it in the water, and we're on the water inside of 30 minutes, which is really neat. There's a park up here called Kotiwi, which is a great place to go for a weekend hike. There's also sledding and archery and one of those gangplanks that you walk through the trees with. So lots of things to do. There's a ton of shopping and restaurants in this area. And rather than tell you about that, I'm going to take you for a drive and you can see for your own self. Okay, here we go. going to give you the nickel tour around the neighborhood surrounding the Westmoor community. Warning, I'm going to cut this somewhere in the middle and to keep this from getting just too long, and I'll include it in next week's video where I'm going to show another floor plan at the same community. So be sure to tune in next Tuesday. Here we go. I'm going to start east of the community. We're about a mile to the southeast of Westmoor. This is near the corner of Hazeldale and 146th Street. Make this turn. Here we go. There's a lot in this development. There's a CVS for starters. And now we have a large Kroger grocery store. Kroger, if you're unfamiliar with it, is probably the largest chain in the area. Full service and all those good things. This section of the development has all sorts of stores. I mean, we got Wild Birds Unlimited, Verizon, T-Mobile. We've got Quesos, which is a pretty good Mexican place. They have live music once a week. You know, you got dojos and fast food, and there's a UFC gym, and oh, here we're coming up on Big Woods, which is a local brew pub. They have a beer called 6 Foot Strawberry Blonde that's really good. Okay, we're coming up on the intersection of 146th Street. You can see over here on the right, IU Health has physicians' offices and an urgent care. Immediately across the street is Riverview Health with another urgent care. So we're heading east on 146. You've got neighborhoods for Carmel over here on your left. Here on the right is Grace Church, which is just a monster. They also serve as the local precinct for voting every year, or every 2 years. Some pretty nice subdivisions over here on the left. Okay, we've actually moved on down 146th Street. We're a little bit southwest of the neighborhood. Got a gas station and convenience store here on Cary Road. Turn and take a look at a couple properties here. You've got another grocery store here in Fresh Time, a lot of organic type produce in that. Here we have the Bridgewater Healthcare Facility. My wife does physical therapy. She's in there. It's a really good place for long-term or short-term rehab. And then coming up here, we're going to turn in and then we'll turn around. But this is Magnolia Springs. It's a senior living center, voted best of assisted living in Carmel. My mother-in-law moved in here about a year ago. It is really a nice facility. She's 97, lived on her own until 1 year ago, okay? And now she has a 1-bedroom apartment here. I just point some of these things out. You never know who is gonna have a need like that in their family, and to make things work. This is about a mile from our home, and boy, it is a really nice setup from that standpoint, as well as everything else they've got going on. Okay, we're back on 146th, and we're actually going through Westfield at this point. Carmel's to our left. Just another strip center. Jet's Pizza is pretty high on people's list, but just a lot of different stores and banks and shops and restaurants and all sorts of things. Coming up on the Cool Creek Shopping Center, just a whole lot of different stores in here. You've got Total Wine, you've got Handel's Ice Cream, where you have lines 100 deep in the summertime. You got a BW3 over there for sandwiches and wings. You've got Fresh Market, which has really good seafood and meat counter. One of the places that we really like in here is Crafter's Pizza and Brew Pub over there on the corner. But there's just a lot of different places in here. There's a Chipotle, bank. I mean, there's just so many places within 2 miles of the Westmoor subdivision. There's just so many places within 2 miles of the Westmoor neighborhood. We're not even 2 miles at this point. Okay, we've got a Lowe's tucked away there. I spend way too much money there, but it's a really nice Lowe's store. There's also another Lowe's over on the far east end of Noblesville. And there's 3 other lumber yards within 20 minutes. So you've got all sorts of opportunity to get whatever you need in the way of lumber or home supplies, that type of thing. We're crossing State Highway 31, which I mentioned earlier is the largest north-south route in the state other than the interstates. Okay, we're still on 146th Street. We're making the turn into the Clay Terrace. This is an outdoor shopping mall. There's a Whole Foods there to anchor it. And then there's just all kinds of stores in here. There's a DSW back there that's pretty good size. But a lot of different clothing stores. You got an American Eagle there. There's Lululemon, I hear the ladies like. You've got yourself a J. Crew. Some of these others. All your basic GameStop and Eddie Bauer. Here on the corner you have Kona Grill. One of the better sushi joints around. Okay, I've turned around and heading back north. More restaurants and shops. We've got an Old Navy. Got your basic nail spa. Bath and Body Works. One on the corner here, White House Black Market. Gets a little of my money every Christmas for the wife. Back there you got a Dick's Sporting Goods. Padded Chew back there on the right. I do a lot of morning meetings. Good coffee shop, breakfast, lunch type place. Got a Joseph A. Banks men's clothing store. Chico's, Soma, salons. This is all within 2 miles. Sephora, Men's Warehouse. On the corner here you have an Upland Brewing Company. They have a good IPA called Dragonfly. And then you have Pies and Pints, which has pretty good pizza, and their salads are just crazy good. Cold Stone ice cream, and your usual complement of stores. We're gonna get back on 146, go about 2 blocks, and go through another development. There is just so much here. Sorry I had to cut that neighborhood tour short. I will pick it up next Tuesday when we'll complete the neighborhood, and gonna look at a couple more houses here in Westmoor. Another model home from the one that we're going to look at here in just a second. So we're coming into Westmoor. This was started just 3 years ago, excuse me, and it's built by Pulte Homes. Pulte's the #3 home builder in the United States, been around since 1950. One of the things I really like is they're on Fortune's list of best companies to work for. And that's really important, because I've been on some job sites in years past where, my Lord, the things you found and the smells that there were, and you tear open a drywall wall, and oh my God. So when people like to work for you or with you, then a lot of good things happen. One of the big pluses in this neighborhood is that you have a neighborhood school. This is Noble Crossing Elementary. It's got an A- rating from niche.com. Kids here go to Noblesville West Middle School, which is A-rated, as is the high school. Noblesville as an entirety, the school system is ranked number 23 out of 290 in the state. So in the top 10% of all school systems in the state. This school is just 100 yards from the Pulte model home, which we're going to walk through in just a second. Okay, we're at the Pulte model home and office there. We're going to take a look at this floor plan right here. It's the GreenField
It's a big two-story that really sets off their community, and we're going to start with by walking through their sales office. Okay, we're here in Westmoor. We're entering the GreenField floor plan. This one's a little over 3,000 square feet. It's got a real nice open field to it. You walk in, and right to your left is an office. I guess you could also use it as a formal dining room if you wanted. There's a half bath in there, but really nice open space here, connecting everything together. Quartz countertops, stainless steel appliances, a whirlpool. Really nice. Nice fireplace over here. Tucked back in this corner, a nice little feature. You got 2 desks. So if you wanted the kids to be doing homework or whatever, hey, that works. Just a really nice feel all the way around. Let's go upstairs, see what we've got. Okay, we've got the nursery bedroom. Big windows. Walk-in closet. Bedroom number 2, looks like a kid's bedroom, or at least they've got it set up that way. Another walk-in closet. You've got a hall bath with double vanity. Nice tops. We've got, we'll go here, bedroom number 3, also with a little walk-in. Nice bedroom. Plenty of light in this place, just big windows. Okay, here we have the master. Again, lots of light. You got tray ceiling. There's room, you can put a tall boy over here as well as that chest. Double vanities. Nice tile work on the shower. Oh, we have a linen closet here, a big one. Good sized walk-in closet for everybody with a window for natural light so you can see if the clothes look good. Private toilet room. Nice master. Big hallway, which is nice. Check out this laundry room. This is pretty wild. Really good size. I guess you could multi-purpose this into something else too if you wanted. There's just a lot of space here. And back down over here, we've got a really good sized loft. So this is great flex space, whether you just want a second family living area, or maybe you've got adult children living with you and you want to separate the two of you, or you want a kid's playroom, and you could change it as your life cycle. You work your way through the life cycle. So, hey, this is really nice use of space here, and this is all in just over 3,000 square feet. So, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, really nicely done. Take one last look here at this living room. Just lots of seating space, and it's real comfortable. The 9-foot ceilings really add to the openness. You got good view of both TV and fireplace. Some homes just don't make that work. So that's really nice. And if you got a party going on or a lot of people over, you've got the nice bar. People are working in the kitchen. You got a dining room table people can stand around or sit at, and you've got your living room here. So I'd call this a winner. Okay, let's go take a look at some other options they have.
Pulte has a number of homes that are just about ready to be moved into. We're going to take a look at this one here. It's a GreenField model, be ready in the next 3 or 4 weeks. This is at 15372 Montfort. It's listed by Century 21 Sheets. They're just putting in some landscaping and finishing up painting inside. I'll take a quick look. It's probably not very pretty, but hey, if you needed something in the next 30 days, this could work.
Okay, looks like they have some of the flooring down, but not all of it. They're finishing up the painting. They still have light fixtures to hang. Most of the kitchen's in, but again, just punching out. So I have a great look when it's all done. A little bit different than the model home. Doesn't have the bump out there in the family room. See what the price tag on this one is. $508,990. It's 3,021 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Yep, still waiting flooring. Where's the good? This must be the loft. It's a good sized room. Okay, I wanted to mention, they've got 5 of these move-in ready homes, or will be move-in ready within the next 30-45 days. One of the great things with this, it comes with that 5.25% 30-year fixed rate. So it's not a teaser rate, it's fixed for 30 years. So there's other plans available besides the GreenField. Going to talk about one of those next week as we go through the other model home and then look at some of the move-in readies that they have available. To get that 5.25% rate, it takes a closing sometime in January, February, or March. But hey, they got a great deal. They've got about 15 more homes slated to be finished between now and June. And with those, they can't lock in that 5.25% rate that long, but what they're giving you is $25,000 in flex spend, meaning you can add it to lower your price, add additional amenities, or you can buy down the rate so that you can get something like that 5.25%. You can't lose on it no matter how you spend it. And if none of those work for you, then if you want to build to suit, then there's lots available. They're about 6 to 8 months out on those. But you have 5 different floor plans to pick from, and you get to pick your options. You get to make it just how you want it. Prices in this development ranged last year from $394 to $616. The one in front of us here is 15425 Montfort. And it was the most expensive sale in the subdivision. It went for $616. It was 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It was 3,527 square feet and had that 3-car garage. It's got a little buffer zone behind it that's treed. This was the Westchester floor plan. It's got had just, you know, a lot of upgrades is what it amounted to. But very nice home. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this tour, and if you want to learn more about Noblesville real estate or new construction anywhere in the greater Indianapolis area, or maybe you just want to walk through a home that you've seen advertised for sale, hey, text me or book a call.